For your first example, I'm going to take the warm-up that we started with and I'm going to decompose it into two fractions. I'm going to call this one f of x, and I'm going to kind of look at this one as d of x. Okay, so when I compare the degree of f of x, that would be 1. And when I compare it to the degree of d of x, the degree is going to be 2. When we talk about degrees, we are talking about exponents. So now I'm going to look, are my factors linear or quadratic? Well, when we talk about the factors, we're talking about the factors of the denominator. So the factors of the denominator, when I factor this, is x plus 2 and x minus 1. If you remember, that is the common denominator of the one before. So my factors are linear, meaning if I were to graph x plus 2, that would be a straight line. If I were to graph x minus 1, that would be a straight line. So my numerators will be constant, and they're going to fall in this category, so they're going to look like this. So what I'm going to do is this 3x over x squared plus x minus 2 is going to be equal to a1 over the first factor plus a2 over the second factor. So that's my first step. In the next step, I'm just going to solve, basically. So to solve this, I'm going to multiply out by the common denominator, x plus 2, x minus 1. So when I multiply to the first one over here, my denominator is going to cancel, and it's just going to leave me 3x equals. When I multiply to this one, the x plus 2 is going to cancel. It's going to leave me a1 times x minus 1 plus, when I multiply here to this fraction, the x minus 1 is going to cancel, and it's going to leave me a2 times x plus 2. Now I'm going to distribute the a1 and distribute the a2, so 3x equals a1x minus a1 plus a2x plus 2a2. So from here, I'm going to combine like terms, and I want you to think of these a1s and a2s as just constants, as numbers that I'm trying to solve for. So what I'm going to do is 3x is going to be equal to a1x plus a2x. And when I'm talking about like terms, these have an x and this one has an x. Minus a1, which doesn't have an x, plus 2a2, which neither one of these have an x. So now I'm going to kind of compare things. So this has an x, this has an x, and this has an x. They're all going to kind of go together. So the 3x is going to be equal to a1x plus a2x. Now I have these two, and we'll change color to kind of see that they go together. This a1 and a2, there's no constant for this, so we're going to just make that constant 0, and it's going to be equal to negative a1 plus 2a2. Now we have to solve the system. In order to solve, I'm going to change these a's. I'm going to leave them the way they are. So here we go. So I'm going to do the 3x. I'm going to rewrite this as x times a1 plus a2. And if I divide out by x and divide out by x, this leaves me 3 equals a1 plus a2. And my other equation is going to be 0 equals negative a1 plus 2a2. And in order to solve this, I'm going to use the elimination method. So I'm going to add these two together. 3 plus 0 equals 3. a1 and a are going to cancel, which is going to leave me 3a2. I'm going to divide out by 3, divide out by 3, So A2 equals 1. And then I'm just going to substitute back into my equation. So I have 0 equals negative A1 plus 2 times A2, which is 1. So this gives me 0 equals negative A1 plus 2. Subtract 2 from both sides. Negative 2 equals negative A1. Divide out by negative A1 equals 2. So in my final answer, I'm going to go back to this part right here up here to get my final answer. So here we go. A1 is 2 over x plus 2 plus A2 is 1 over x minus 1. You can take that and compare back to your warm-up and see that we have decomposed it.